Hi, welcome along to AFTV Transfer Daily, the show that keeps you up to date with players that have been linked with a summer transfer move to Arsenal. This is all right, isn't it? On the Sydney Harbour at the moment, we've just been up and down, going past the Sydney Opera House. Really, really nice down here in Australia. But let's get into the rumours. Not a lot again going on today. The biggest one I thought is quite significant, that Arsene Wenger coming out and saying that he feels that Alexis Sanchez will stay. He said that he's been in regular contact with Alexis. He's been texting him, and that he really does feel that there's a strong possibility that he will stay, and he's not expecting him to leave. Now, you don't know what to think with these things. We all are desperate. I mean, I was speaking to a lot of the Aussie Gooners, and they're around here today. And I've been speaking to a lot of them and just trying to find out what their views are, if they think he'll stay or not. I mean, let me get my man in here. What do you reckon? Do you reckon Alexis Sanchez will stay? Arsene Wenger coming out today and saying that, listen, he's been texting him regularly. He feels he's going to stay. How do you feel though?
It will break my heart if he leaves our club.
Yeah.
Sanchez, I love the way he plays. He gives 100% every game, every minute. To lose a player like that will hurt our club deeply.
So you think he'll stay?
I hope he stays. I don't want to watch this in 2 months' time or in a month's time and then regret what I say here on camera, you know?
Okay. All right, let me ask this man.
Alexis Sanchez, baby. Alexis
what about you?
Sanchez.
Well, he's been playing really well since he came in 2015, at the start of 2015. He's just been a
So do you think he'll stay?
Player.
We know he's amazing. Do you think Arsene Wenger's saying he's been texting him?
Yeah.
You think he'll stay?
I think he'll stay. I think he'll keep with us. I think he's the kind of guy that will stick with us for ages.
Think he'll stay?
Think Alexis Sanchez?
Yeah.
I think he'll go.
You think he'll go?
Yeah.
Why?
Because at the end of the day, he hasn't signed a contract yet. I want him to stay. I would love him to stay. But at the end of the day, he hasn't signed a contract yet. It's a transfer window. But nobody is bigger than the club. Nobody's bigger than Arsenal. Nobody's bigger than Arsenal.
So for you, if like a big offer comes in for him and he's sulking and he's saying he wants to go, for you, you'd say go and bring in the next person.
If you don't love Arsenal, then go. Yeah. If Arsenal is not more important than anything else in your life, then go.
Okay, fair enough.
That's what I would say. And he's replaceable because everybody
Replaceable with who at the moment? If you had to replace him, who would you replace him with at the moment?
That's a tough call. Like I said, he's already come in, scored in his first 15 minutes. I reckon that he's going to be the top scorer of the Premier League this year. So Arsenal don't have to worry. He'll be the top scorer of the Premier League this year.
Okay, cool. What about you, my friend?
Hey, mate,
Alexis.
I would like to see him stay, but if he doesn't, well, I'm sure we can find something better. A text at the end of the day doesn't mean nothing. I like to see some sign on contract, but
yeah, that's true.
It is what
that's
it
true
is
because you can text someone. I mean, but it is encouraging.
A text means nothing, you know. I've got
Isn't
girls
it
that
encouraging?
text me and it means nothing. You need some signed, sealed, and delivered at the end of the day.
Okay,
don't you?
I hear you on that one.
Cheers, Robbie.
All right, we get it. Right.
Hey, Robbie.
Alexis Sanchez is what we're talking about today.
Yeah.
You know, that's the main transfer news for me. Talking to everybody on the boat today, that's the person that everybody wants to see stay at the club. Do you think that we'll keep him? We've seen so many big players in the past go, like Robin van Persie, Nasri, Cesc Fabregas. Do you think Alexis is going to be the exception and we're going to hold on to him?
I think we will. I think when we sold those guys, we weren't in the position we are now. So I think, you know, it'll take time, but there's no rush. All right, we might lose him on a free, but I think they'll keep him. I think they're in a better position. It's going to take time. He's going to hold out for more money, and good on him for doing it, but I don't think we can lose him. And I don't think we should, and I think they're in a better position to. Having said that, I put that on my shirt, and that's normally the kiss of death that means that they're going to go. So if he goes, it's my fault, and I'm sorry.
And finally, I've got to talk about another transfer rumour, and that's been linking Nemanja Matic to Arsenal. Now, Matic looks like he's going to be leaving Chelsea. The thought was that he was going to be going to Man United. He probably still will. He's been left off of the tour that Chelsea are doing at the moment to America. Matic at Arsenal, would that be a good fit? I mean, there's rumours going around today that Arsenal might be interested in him. You're nodding your head. What about you, Matic? Matic at Arsenal from Chelsea.
Yeah, I think he'd be a good addition to the squad.
You'd have that, yeah?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah?
Why not? But I mean, you know, you've got to satisfy all the players we've already got, and that's always my concern. I don't know about you, but I feel sometimes, I think a couple of players he's left go too early. My biggest worry, he lets Giroud go. I reckon he let Lucas Podolski go too early. I think he still had another year or two, you know, and definitely I think if we're not careful, we'll end up with letting Giroud go. And I think, okay, he's not a regular player week in, week out, but he's a good addition to the squad. And when we got injuries, you know, the same thing is how we've, like in the past when we've been in the market for certain players and we've supposedly been priced out, etc., etc. We had a chance to get Alonso many years ago. Is that right? Yeah. And Wenger decided, no, let's not bother. I don't know, obviously, what's going on behind the scene. But that season, I remember a number of seasons ago, Fabregas was injured for a number of games, and we were really short in midfield. And I think, you know, that's where we need to be careful. We don't lose quality players.
All right, so
and we add to it.
Okay, so the three big things for today: Alexis Sanchez, will he stay or will he not? Wenger says he's texting him, so it's all good. But as that man said earlier, lots of girls text him, and that doesn't mean that they're right. Nemanja Matic from Chelsea to Arsenal, I doubt it very much, but I wouldn't be against that. That'd be a good signing. And finally, my man saying we've got to keep Giroud at the club. Yeah, you reckon? Transfer Daily. Nice one, nice one.